Welcome to your running technique and running form tutorial. Hello, I'm Coach Allie, what's up? And we're gonna go over how to run with proper running technique from your shoulders to your torso to your hips and finally your foot strike. Your running form allows you to run more efficiently and reduce your chance of injury so we can be lifelong runners. So beginning with your shoulders, I just want you to bring your shoulders down and back, relax them, shake your arms out. Almost pretend like your shoulder blades are like high-fiving each other. So instead of going like this, you're bringing your shoulders down and back like this. Down and back, relax, okay? Now ideally in a perfect running form and running stance, we want our ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and toes to align with a slight forward lean. So just keep that in mind as you go through this. So now that we have our shoulders relaxed, just practice your arm swing. Okay, so instead of like this, which comes from a weak core, poor posture, we're gonna be like this with our shoulder blades down and back. Now let's go to the core. We develop a strong core when we work on our abs and core through whichever method you choose, whether that's any exercise videos, mine, yours, or any cross training of that sort that works here and here, the circumference of your torso, not just the front part. For this, I always like to adjust myself before I run, especially before harder workouts and interval workouts. So almost taking your hips and tucking your tailbone under like Steve Urkel, just tilting your hips forward, and envisioning basically someone pulling your hips forward while you run. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs so everything's in alignment here. Keep your shoulders down and back, your chest open, your gaze looking forward, and I want you to stand up on your toes and then almost fall forward so then you could begin that running with the proper running form.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I
kind of just covered hips in, when we went over posture, but hips should, basically you want your knees and your feet to land under your hips, or your center of gravity rather, right here, your core, your base, where most of your mass is. Otherwise, when you strike anything, your foot, or you land on a heel strike that is completely out of line, not under your center of gravity, that is an unnatural movement for you to do and could over and over with that type of impact on your limbs cause injury in places that we don't need them. So landing here, where your foot is under your knee and on the ground and you're sliding back through the swing phase of the gait cycle, keeping your shin parallel almost to the ground when you kick up your leg before you bring it back forward and you're in that forward lean. It's almost like your leg from your hip is in a wheel, if you think about it, and you're walking on eggshells. So you're just gliding across the ground at a 10-degree lean. Now moving on to our foot strike, what I just showed you and led to was that mid-foot strike. Now it's not necessarily gonna be perfect for everyone. Everyone is different, everyone has different body mechanics and looks different when they run. So listen to this is the most important part of this video. Your running technique only applies to you, meaning if you are landing under your center of gravity, you are landing with a 10-degree forward lean, your shoulders are down and back, your hips are forward, and you are, basically leveraging every part of what I just said properly in a way that works for you, that is your proper running form. So let me break that down a little bit. So, my friend Sarah could look a little different when she runs because she could be a little smaller or a little taller and just have a different cadence, which cadence is steps per minute. Everybody wants to get their steps per minute up to 180 steps per minute, and the reason being is because by having a quicker turnover on your feet, you are having less contact time with the ground, which we want while we run, because the quicker the turnover, the more evened out we are on each foot, and the more our running form kind of fixes itself, and our running technique will be perfect for our running needs. So let's go over it all. Real quick, short and sweet. Shoulders down and back, chest open, heart open, gaze is forward. Squeeze those abs, tuck that tailbone under, come up onto the ball of those feet, slight 10-degree forward lean, toes you're leaning forward before you go into that running form. Now, from a standstill position, we're going to practice that foot strike. So keep your tailbone tucked, shoulder blades down and back, you're bringing your knee up. Here, making sure you're leaning. I know it's a little hard when you're not moving or running, but you're leaning so you land under your center of gravity, okay? So you're not out here. So then when you do that, you swipe your foot up so your shin is parallel to the ground. In the swing phase of the cycle, bring it forward so it's almost on like a cartwheel, if you may, and pretend like you're walking on eggshells. Get a quicker foot turnover and kick that leg up. Make sure to eliminate any heel striking, and voila, let's put it all together in motion.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on.
Please be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a new notification once I post a new video for you to learn from on the Run with Allie coaching channel. Thank you so much for joining.